Hello and good evening. I'm Lord Keith. You'll be pleased to know that I'm back recording again. Um, a few things to tell you. I've just been away on holiday. I was in Amsterdam, as you can probably tell by the short videos. Had a lovely time. Really good. We were only there a couple of days, but my word, what a beautiful city. Absolutely gorgeous. I tell you now, right, if I had the money and I could get my medication, I would move there tomorrow. Such a beautiful place to live. And it's so peaceful. You know, I never saw anybody, any crime or, you know, there was a lot of people about, but there was no scammers about, there was no pickpockets, there was no, I'm just running through this by the way, there was no, I never saw any, how can I put it, you know, immigrants or anything like that, if that's what they call them. You know what I mean. Anyway, you know, it's such a nice place. Do you know, I never even saw a copper. There wasn't a single copper anywhere. I saw one on Sunday evening. It was about, well, I'll say Sunday evening. It was about 4:30 Sunday afternoon. We'd gone to a place called Boldam. It was a harbour, little harbour town. And we'd been there most of the day. We'd been on a clog and a cheese exhibition. We'd been to Meerdam, which is an island on an island, believe it or not. And everybody's got a river there, and they've got their own little river at the bottom of every garden. Everyone's got a boat, and in the winter they get on their houseboat and they go to the centre of the island, and they keep each other company and warm all through the winter. Really good. You know, I was talking to one of the local people, and he was telling me this, and he was saying it's like one big community. They all get together, they all look after each other, and if it snows, that's where they go. What they say, he didn't say they didn't have a lot of snow. He was a lovely fella, spoke perfect English, absolutely perfect English. For a Dutchman, you know, a lot of people say, oh yeah, the Dutch speak really good English, and he did very fluent and very nice and polite, you know, really nice guy. And he said the only thing he laughs about are the tourists. And I said, well, we're tourists. He goes, yeah, I can tell that. He said, anyway, he said that he sits in his garden on purpose, drinking coffee at the front of the house. Just so the tourists, you know, look at him but don't say anything. They just sort of walk and saunter by, you know what I mean? And I thought it was really funny, a great way of winding up the, you know, the tourists. And I thought I'll have to try that, because I live in a holiday spot, you know, as you know. I'm not going to try it, you know. I mean, I've got a decorated garden. I could sit out there if I wanted to, but I don't, you know. We don't get many tourists on our street anyway. We only get the odd ones that's lost, and they're very few and far between. So anyway, I really enjoyed it. It was a good holiday. It took us 21 hours to get there by coach, and 17 hours to get back. The driver was in a bit of a hurry getting back, because he was asked to leave a bit earlier to make a certain ferry trip west from Calais to Dover. So anyway, we left about an hour earlier than we should have done. But we got to Calais. We were on 2 ferries earlier than we should have been, that was pretty good, you know, because we were over there. And then we had a 3-hour wait in Folkestone. But that wasn't really a problem, you know. We didn't get home till 4 o'clock in the morning on the Tuesday morning. But it was well worth it. It wasn't cheap. It's not, you know, it's like a once in a 5-year holiday type thing, that. But I tell you, I would go again. So anyway, I'm now back to filming. This is just a short one, San Francisco to San Jose. But just an update on this line. I don't know what it was, I've not seen anything, so, and I'm not too worried about it anyway. But I've also bought the Brighton to London line, the London Brighton run. And that is a really good line. You know, a friend of mine said to me, it jumps a lot. Now, I haven't had that problem. I had, the first day I tried it, there was one section where I went under the map, and I clicked to go back in the cab, and it went straight back in, and the game was fixed as good as, you know, as it was. And I've had no problem with it since. So yeah, you know, it's, I'm just speeding through this, by the way. Well, I'm letting you know I'm back. I'll be continuing with Champions. I've been on there tonight. My PlayStation's a bit, because it's not been played with for a while, it's a bit reluctant to run the game. I'm going to have to get out the spare game and try that, because I know that one works. It's just having a problem loading, which is why I'm not filming tonight for that. So I'm just doing this and giving you an update of what's been happening. Anyway, the reason I've not been on, I mean, I've been back 10 days now, but on the coach there was a lady sat behind me, and she was cough, all the way through from Amsterdam, all the way back halfway up the country. Oh my word, she would not stop coughing. Anyway, 2 days later, my nephew started with it, cough, and I thought, great, he's got it now. Then 2 days after that, I got it. Turns out it gave me a really bad chest infection. And I had to have a week of antibiotics. I felt absolutely rough. But I'll be absolutely honest with you, the first time in 30 years that I've ever vomited. And that made me really ill. It did. That chest infection made me really ill. And I've still got a little bit of the cough. I'm going to have some more medicine tonight. I've been using, because the antibiotics are finished now, they've cleared up the infection, but they've left me with the cough, you know, in my throat and what have you. And they've left me with a load of crap on my chest. Anyway, I bought some Bronco stock from Home Bargains. Really good stuff, that. Highly recommended. I had one dose and it stopped me coughing for 2 days, but I've started again for a little bit today. So I'm going to have another dose tonight before I go to bed. But it's really, really good. Highly recommended. So if you get a chest infection or you get a really mucousy cough, that's the stuff to go for, because it'll clear it up in an instant. Doesn't taste very nice, but then again, if it doesn't taste nice, it's usually good for you. And this stuff works. It's not expensive. It's just over £1 a bottle, but it's really, really good stuff. So yeah, so I'm better. You know, I've just got this little bit of chesty crap to get rid of, and then I'll be back to normal. And then I'll start filming again. And we'll carry on with Champions, you know. I know you've been missing it probably. I hope you enjoyed the couple of short videos that I put up in Amsterdam. The one with the cathedral, oh my word, that place is amazing. The acoustics in that cathedral, fantastic. I mean, I'm tone deaf, you know. Without my hearing aids, I can't hear a damn thing. You know, I'm as deaf as a post, but I could hear that loud and clear. You know, it was lovely, really, really lovely. And I got as much as I could on, you know, on tape. I didn't want to film everything, but I filmed most stuff. Rembrandt's wife's buried in there. A lady called Saskia. She's buried in that church, in that cathedral. But my word, an amazing, amazing place. I can't stress how much I adore Amsterdam and the people. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I have always liked the Dutch, always, right from being young. I knew the Dutch person when I was young, and that's what gave me a certain admiration for them. But since I've been there, I no longer just like them. I love that people. I love their culture. I love the way they live. And I adore their cities. The only other thing that bugs me, well, it doesn't really bug me, they don't use cash anymore. It's in the shops. They only have cash in certain shops. Not every shop takes cash. But if you want to get on a bus, or you want to get on a tram, or you want to get a train, you have to pre-book it, and you have to pay by card. It's the same as if you want to go to the museums. Now, I think somebody said to me there's about 16 museums in Amsterdam. You can walk across the whole city in an hour, by the way. That's how small it is. And we wanted to go to the Van Gogh Museum. On the website, the week before we went, it said you can book, pre-book or pay on the door. So when we got there, when we eventually found it, and we walked all the way across the city after our cruise, when we eventually got there, as I say, there was a woman there and she said, we no longer take cash on the door because they changed it in the week previous to us being there. They said you have to book online a month in advance, and it's the only way you'll get in. And even if you booked online today, you wouldn't get into the week on Friday. So it is that busy. You know, the city is that busy. If you ever plan to go, pre-book everything. Everything you want to see. The Anne Frank House is very popular, and not many people know about the Van Gogh Museum. But we actually knew about that. We knew about it a while ago. So chances are I'll go again in the future. But if I do go and I've got the money and I can get the meds, I ain't coming home. I'm serious. I'm not coming back. You know, I will move there. It'll happen, of course. You know, it's. I just to leave my chest before. Yeah. You know, it's a lovely place, beautiful place. Seems like an amazing place to live. And our hotel, wow, it was 4-star, I tell you. Every day we went out, we came back, the room had been cleaned, the beds had been made, all the tea and the coffee had all been replaced, anything that we used. There was even a minibar. There's a minibar in every room. I mean, me or my nephew, we don't drink. We're completely teetotal. And we never touched any of it. But they only charge you if you actually take anything out of it. You know, it's fully stocked. But we never touched any of it because, you know, like I say, we don't drink. Also, while we were there, we went to see a cheese and a clog exhibition. I tell you what, clogs look funny. They do look funny. I couldn't wear a pair. I really couldn't wear a pair. But because if you want to buy a pair of clogs, they're €55 a pair. No matter what size you buy, they're €55. And you have to buy a pair that's two sizes bigger than your feet. So in my case, for instance, I take a size 11. Now I used to have bigger feet, but as I'm getting older, my feet are beginning to shrink a bit. So now I take an 11. But for me to buy a pair of clogs, I'm looking at a size 13. You know, and they said the best way to wear clogs is to pack them up with fluffy socks. When you put them on, pack them up with 2 pairs of fluffy socks and they won't come off. So it's basically like buying yourself a pair of massive shoes and then wearing extra socks for your feet sweat like mad. It's daft, it really. But it works, you know, if it works for them. And the guy doing the exhibition, my word, he looked like he had size 20 feet. This pair of clogs he was wearing, they were huge, man, absolutely huge. But yeah, it was, you know, it was good. I bought myself a wheel of Edam, well half a wheel of Edam. Edam cheese, I love Edam cheese. So I bought a half a wheel between me and my nephew. And I've still got some of it. I took the rind off it, I've wrapped it up in cling film so it doesn't go off. And, you know, we have it a bit here and a bit there. We have a little bit with a few chips or we have a bit on toast. You know, and it's nice. Really, really nice cheese. It is. I should have bought some Gouda as well, but I never thought at the time and I can't get it now. I did buy some crisps though over there. They were Gouda flavoured. They're very nice. Yeah, very, very nice. We had a really good time, you know, we weren't there for long. We only had what they call a long weekend. The coach picked us up on the Thursday night and got to the hotel on the Friday evening, just after the restaurant had closed, funny enough, and you know, we were all hungry by then. Too late, there was a McDonald's round the corner. I didn't want McDonald's after 21 hours on the coach. So I went to bed hungry. But I got up and I had a proper breakfast on Saturday morning. And then we had a McDonald's in Amsterdam town centre on Saturday afternoon. We went on a cruise on Saturday morning. I took a load of photographs, no videos. I just took a load of photographs. So I can't really put them on my YouTube channel, unfortunately, because I don't know how to do it. But yeah, it was really, really good. Highly recommend it. If you get a chance to go, I'd recommend it. Yeah, there was a few places we didn't really want to see. You know, because we're not like that. We didn't want to see the coffee houses. They have two different types of coffee house. There's a coffee house where you can actually get a coffee, but they call it a cafe, spelled with a K. And there's a coffee house, which is spelled with a C, and that's the one where you get all the fruity stuff, if you like to call it that. I don't know what it's called. It's where they sell all the drugs and stuff. I'm not into any of that. I don't do drugs. Only the medicated ones that I'm on. That's the only ones I do. And you can't get anything from that. They're just there to help with my body, you know. But we didn't do any of those. We found 3 of those and didn't bother with any of them. We wasn't planning on looking for the red light district, but we accidentally walked right through the damn place because Google Maps decided to send us that way. It just happened to be on where we was walking, where we'd been, and our way through to get to the cathedral just happened to be right through the blooming red light district. Luckily for us, I mean, you know, the people, I'll be fair, the girls in the window, they were fully dressed. They had coats on, they had jumpers on because it wasn't that warm. And they were really, you know, decently well dressed. Sat on their chairs, texting, you know, talking on the phone and everything. There was nothing rude to see. I don't know why they call it a red light district, it's just women sat in the window. I suppose, you know, things differ if you open the door and go in. But other than that, you know, they look really decent. Nice looking young ladies, you know, not taking anything away from them. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. You know, it's not to do with me. I'm way beyond that. I'm well over that sort of thing. I am now. I mean, my birthday in 10 days, more or less, you know. I'm up to 65, so, you know, and I'm way over that point. Well over that point. Yeah, but it was very, very nice. You know, and as I say, on the Sunday we visited a few other places. We went to that cheese and club exhibition, we went to Markden, and we went to Voldam, and it was lovely, absolutely lovely. So on the Monday morning we got up, we had a nice big breakfast before we set off. And then our next stop was Belgium. We stopped in Belgium to get a drink and got the loo and you know what have you as you do on a coach. service station because the driver has to stop obviously after so long. And luckily for him, we were still under his time, we were still under his tachograph, so you know, he didn't have to stop, but he stopped for people to get a drink and something to eat, which was really good of him. He had been travelling 2.5 hours then. And he still made it to the docks for the ferry within 4 hours. And then the water coming back, oh my word, it was flat as a pancake. Absolutely flat as a pancake. The only waves were what the boat was making. That's how calm the water was. It was rough as hell going. It was horrible going. It was like up and down and up and down. The boat was all over the place. You know, we finished up 30 miles south of Calais with the current on the English Channel. And the boat had to go, he had to travel 30 miles north to get back to Calais because the waves had pushed us that far out. But it was alright. I don't recommend buying fish and chips because they're £15 a portion, and my goodness, they were horrible. The fish, I could have cooked a better fish in my own frying pan, to be quite honest with you. I could have made a nice crispy batter. This batter was spiky as all heck and greasy as hell. But the batter, I could have made a better batter myself. You know, a nice thin batter. This was horrible. And there was only about 12 chips in the box, and they were charging £15 for it. And I thought, no. And then I got it, and I couldn't even eat it. It was that greasy. It was that oily and that greasy. I couldn't eat it. So anyway, coming back, I said to my nephew, I said, I'm going to have a pie, I'm going to buy a pie. So anyway, he got a sausage roll. And I said to him, what is that all you're having, just a sausage roll? He goes, yeah, wait till you open it. Anyway, he opened it, it's 18 inches long. 18-inch sausage roll. I had what they call the Devon pasty. Oh, it was the nicest pie I had in ages. And it's one of those where it's like a semicircle. You pick it up by the crust and eat it. And when you finish with it, you just toss the crust wherever you are, you know, supposed to. I didn't, I ate the crust as well because I enjoy that sort of stuff. But yeah, it was really, really nice. That was only, the pasty was £6.50 I think it was. And the sausage roll was, I don't know, about £5.5, something like that. I didn't bother. When I go away, I don't bother about money. You know, I'm not one of these that. I'm not tight-fisted. You know, if I've got money, I'll spend it. Only when I'm away, I won't spend it all. I mean, I went away with €500. I come back with 300. So I didn't spend that much. You know, I'm not going to cash it back because I intend to go abroad again. You know, I'm going to go back to Europe. I like Europe. It's very nice. I've been to Paris and I've been to Amsterdam. You know, there's other places I can go to. You know, there's Germany. I don't want to go to Spain because they're kicking tourists out at the moment. So British tourists are not welcome in Spain. So I won't be going there. It gets too hot for me at places like that. And Turkey, I won't go to Turkey. That's enough, their heat there is enough to kill me. You know, I mean, I can stand temperatures up to like 25, you know, and even then I'm struggling. But it was just nice. In Amsterdam it was 19 degrees, it was gorgeous. I'll tell you something else though, talking of weather, they have rain showers, but they're not like we have over here. In the UK, as you probably all know, you'll have seen this, it spits before it rains hard. In Amsterdam, it doesn't do that. It just pours down, just like that. It just pours down, no matter where you are. It's just instant heavy rain. And because it's completely flat, you see, there's no hills or anything like that. So any water that's coming, it just drops it wherever it is. and the place is all canals, and it's lovely, absolutely lovely. Take my word for it. If you ever go, you get a chance to go, highly recommend it. But as I say, I'm back now, so I wasn't going to film today, but I thought I'd better give you an update because I've not been on for 3 weeks. So now you know what I've been doing. I'm almost up to San Jose. I'm only using a small train. It's only a 166 FGT 4-coach, that's it. You know, that's all I can be bothered with tonight. I have got a new train. I've got 2 actually. They're, I can't remember what they're called now. I think it's a 157. It's a brush electric. You know where you have a 3rd rail and it's on the floor? Yeah, it's one of those. It's on the London Brighton. Amazing train. Really smooth. Nice running, you know, brakes even. Great train, great little engine. And it's becoming one of my new favourites, to be honest with you. You know, I like this train. This is my favourite, the 166 FGT. This is my favourite. But that other one, the one on the Brighton line, is fast becoming 2nd place. It is. And I really like it. I really like that train. So anyway, you know, like I said, I'm back. You know, things will be, I'll be back to normal before you know it. I might get a day where, you know, I might be busy or what have you. I'm trying to, I'm building a new fountain in my garden. So it's, you know, I'm working on that as well. And I've not been anywhere other than that, you know. I've not been anywhere in particular. I don't really want to go anywhere. I've not been feeling up to it to start with, you know. I didn't even want to go shopping this week, but I did it anyway. I went shopping this morning, but I don't have to go out now till Monday, so I'm not worried about it. I've got enough milk and I've got enough bread. I might need a loaf over the weekend, but other than that, I'm alright. You know, I can't complain. I can't. But I'm better, and that's the main thing. So I hope you've had, I hope you've been alright, all of you, for the last few weeks. I hope you've not missed me too much. You know, I was, if you haven't seen those shorts, by the way, they're on here. You know, you will find them. If you look in the shorts, you'll find them. I've only got a couple on there to start with. It's, when I put anything like that up, my phone doesn't really want to know. It doesn't want to know shorts. And I do these ones with my trains and what have you. I do them with my iPad, and you can't really make shorts with an iPad because they're not. What's the word? It doesn't like doing them. Let's put it that way. Yeah, it doesn't like doing a short. It doesn't mind doing a video. You know, I can make a video, it'll say, what, even if it's 38 seconds, it'll class it as a video, but it won't put it up as short. Whereas my phone, it says, is it short? You know, it actually asks me. Not that I worry about it. Nothing happened over in it. Yeah, anyway, you know, let me know what you've been and how you've been. You know, give me a shout in the comments. If you like this particular video, give me a shout. You know, come and like and subscribe and all that. You know, I'm nearly there. 3 miles. Yeah, if you want to see more, keep me going, because otherwise, you know, if nobody's watching, then it'll just fade away, and that's no good then, is it? You know, nobody wants to get rid of the channel just because nobody's watching. And it does happen. You know, it does happen. As long as you haven't left me and you're still here, you know, and you're waiting patiently, which I appreciate. I do, I really appreciate it. I do, I appreciate every one of you. I know there's not many of you, there's only 25. 25's better than no 5. You know what I mean? That's what it's all about, isn't it? As long as there's a couple of people there, I don't mind. I've not done much with Planet Coaster. I was going to put up a load of shorts, but as I say, it didn't want to do it. So I wasn't too happy about that. But what can I do? You know, you can't win them all, can you? But never mind. I'll ask my nephew at some point if he'll help me, and then we'll see where we go with that. You know, I'll try and do a couple of shorts with my Planet Coaster. I've got quite a few coasters on there which I've actually created myself, and they're pretty good. You know, which is I was quite surprised really, because there was one that I made, and it was really fast and really high, and I thought, there's no way that is you know, it's going to terrify everybody. There's no way they're going to love it. And it come up with 3 green lights straight away. No ifs or buts, no nothing. You know, really, it was like straight in, no problem at all. Right, we're here, we're at the end. So I shall let you go. I hope you've enjoyed this video and our little chat. Well, it's not our little chat, it's my little chat. So my little update to you, isn't it? You know, that's the way it should be. And as I say, I just wanted to let you know that I was back. And I enjoy making these videos. I do. You know, it's fun for me. Let's hope it doesn't say you're out of area. I've not been on here for a long time. I've had a lot of that just lately. Excuse my cough. Yeah, so I've had a few people been in touch with me. Oh, I knew it. It just has to wreck it, doesn't it? It doesn't matter anyway. Right, I shall let you go. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sorry it finished the way it did, but never mind. Anyway, take care. I'll speak to you soon. All being well, new video tomorrow of Champions, and we'll get back to normal. Take care. I'm Lord Keith. Hope you have a great day, and bye for now.